Hello, I'm Jasmine and welcome to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe and check out my Instagram if you like what you see here. Today I'm going to talk about bodybuilding as a whole and the pros and cons of it. Partly because I'm in a bit of a grey area right now where I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to do a show next year or not. So I can use this video next year to look back on and think, okay, what did I really enjoy? What did I not enjoy so much? And make a decision whether I want to do another one or not. So let's talk about the most obvious pro. I am in the best shape I've ever been in my life, and I doubt I would have got here without bodybuilding, because I had that goal in mind of getting on the stage, so I didn't stop my fitness. Because my biggest problem before was going really ham with fitness for like 3 months and then stopping and then going crazy again with it and then stopping. So when I had a goal to step on stage, it kept me into my fitness, which I'm really happy with, and now I've reached a point where I'm really confident in my body and I really enjoy the strength I've got from it as well. Like, I love having muscles. I feel like I look strong and I am strong as well. I can pick up animals easier at work, I can move boxes around. Like, it's so wonderful being strong and having, you know, this shape that I really enjoy having. Like, I feel like I look better in clothes, I feel more confident in clothes, I feel more confident in myself as well. So physique is definitely the biggest pro. The second biggest pro, though, to be honest, is the mindset I had from it, because I found prep a massive mental struggle. I found it really hard to keep up the determination and the discipline, but I did. And now I know that I can do anything I put my mind to, which is a really freeing feeling. It feels just so wonderful to know that if I say I'm going to do something, that I can get myself to do it. You know, I can follow through with what I say and I can keep integrity to myself. So that is a massive pro of the whole bodybuilding process. Another pro is that it is quite glam when you go on stage. You know, you have your hair, you have your makeup. My hair and makeup weren't that good because I did them myself, but you can have your hair, you can have your makeup, you get this pretty little bikini, you get to wear heels, you get a tan, like, it's all quite glam. Another pro is, well, a pro and a con is that other people's reaction to it, really. Obviously, one thing I think is really important is you don't validate what you do based on other people's reactions, but other people always say stuff to you, so it can be quite nice when people say things like, you know, I could never do it, you know, I'm really admire your discipline, or they say things like, you know, I'm so proud that you actually did something you said you were going to. And then it'll also be my first con, which is people give you lots of judgment, which you need to be prepared for. For example, after my show, you know, people were saying to me, I'm really worried you're going to get anorexia now. I'm really worried about you. You look sick, you look unhealthy, you look unwell. Don't you think you've gone a bit too far? Don't you think you've got a bit too muscly? Do you really want to be this muscly? So people's judgment can be a con. I think you've really got to know why you're doing it and, you know, be very confident in yourself and not look to others for validation at all. You know, just be confident and say, yes, I want to look like this. I have grown to look like this. I have put time and effort and energy to look like this. Don't you tell me that I look too muscly, because my body is not your body. You do what you want to your body. So one of the biggest cons is, you know, you've got to have a strong mind and accept other people don't necessarily agree with what you're doing. Another con is the other side of the mental aspect of it, which is the prep is hard mentally. You know, I've mentioned on other videos before, but I became very moody, became very hangry, became very irritable, had little patience, I had poor sleep, was very tired. So the last 5-6 weeks of prep was probably 5 or 6 weeks of the hardest weeks of my life, to be honest, just because I did not know how to deal with the lack of energy that I had. You know, I've been very lucky to never have had a diet ever before in my life. I have really good metabolism and I'm so privileged for that, but it also meant that I've never had to restrict myself like this, so it was a very big mental challenge for me. Another con is about food. So obviously you have to restrict yourself massively with food, which when I started my prep during lockdown was fine because no one was going out anyway. But when it got to summer and I had to sit there at a wedding with my Tupperware while everyone else ate their food, or I went to a barbecue with my Tupperware while everyone else ate their food, and you smell the food cooking, you realise how much food is such a big part of culture. It can feel really like sad to miss out on the food parts of it. And the other, well, quite a big con, I guess, is the effect it actually has on your body. So even though you look really amazing, you know, I got to such a low body fat percentage, I wasn't really making hormones. You know, you can lose your periods, you can lose your libido, you can lose your thyroid hormones, so then you have lack of energy. So you can feel really rubbish, especially when you're getting towards the end part of prep. Now a little bit out from my show, I'm having a great time, and I'm really enjoying, like, you know, having hormones again. It's fantastic. But you know, for a while you do lose it, and you do wonder what it does to your body longer term. I'm going to not do any testing or anything like that because I don't want to know what I've actually done to myself. But you know, it isn't the healthiest thing for you to do it in terms of hormones, especially if you're a woman as well. So that's something else to think about con-wise. Another con as well is how much it bloody cost. I mean, look back at my other video about how much it cost. It was very expensive. So I think overall I am very happy that I did it, and the main reason I'm really happy that I did it is because I said I was going to, and I did it. And that to me is a priceless experience of, you know, being in control of my brain, being in control of my body, and realizing that I am in control of what I do and I am in control of my actions. So let me know if you want to know any more about the pros and cons in detail. And if you do bodybuilding, I'd love to hear your pros and cons list as well. Is it similar to mine? Did you also experience the hunger and the moodiness? Or were you quite chill? Were you quite happy during your prep? I'd love to know, and let me know down below. So if this was helpful, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you around. Bye bye.